Why, hello there. Welcome to my shop. This is Shop Talk with Buck. I am Buck. Glad you can join me today. Yesterday, I finished up a project making some bookends. This is the one I made in 70 or 71. 1970 or 71. So the D had got lost. I was in construction, so I moved so much, it got lost along the way. I've hunted it, and can't find it. But I finished those up, decided to go with all wood instead of metal. No fasteners, got a half right there, the joint. Turned out nice. It's a piece of cherry I had laying around. I went ahead and made me a set of bookends. The week before, I made elevated book rack. So we're into the books. The books we got, we were going to get rid of them. I've got some books that go way back. I decided to just keep them, and I'll probably make me a bookshelf to put on the wall for some stuff. I'm kind of needing one. Thought I might just do that on one of them if I got enough wood on hand. But at some point, I'm going to do my French Cleat. I know I kept talking about it, but I'm fixing to do that. It's nice to work right here, and then the French Cleat I can move, mix, and match, and as my needs changes, it can change with me. So I'm going to do that before long. Get this made and get it to where, boy, you talking about speeding you up, just have everything at your fingertips. Really, really handy to have it that way. And I'm fixing to do it. Keep talking about it. I did my pipe rack, my pipe wall, my clamp wall. I'll get it right in a minute. Clamp wall, and I'm proud I did. Got all my clamps there in one spot. I know some has got a roll around cart. My concrete, it's nice to have it, but it don't roll the best in the world. So I decided to dedicate me a spot on the wall, like I'm going to dedicate a spot on the wall, and it'd probably run the whole length in different phases. So that's what I'm planning. Hopefully I can get it. But right now, I got the shop. I just finished this, so I've got my table saw, still got the Dado stack in it. And what I like to do is go through and get everything cleaned up and put everything back to what I call the default station. In other words, when I start my next project, I know right where to go get it. And it ain't scattered. Some people scattered, that's fine. If it works for you, that's fine. It don't work for me. I like getting everything back to my default place and then go for it again. Because to me, hunting stuff is just wasted time. It's just time just watered up and thrown away. So I don't like spending a lot of time hunting, which I do. Stuff gets misplaced, or I'm the only one down here, so if it got misplaced, odds are pretty good I did it. So, but I'm going to go through and get everything all cleaned up and get everything back to the default setting. Let's see, what else? I needed my scraper card scraper. It is just about dull. I normally leave one side without the hook. That way I can come through, and I put my slack on good and thick, and I can take this right here, and it smooths it up. It smooths it up a lot. That one, oh well, yeah, that's what I need to do. However, if I need to, I like just a little bit of plane and stuff. You can smoother than any sandpaper can get it if it's done correctly. But what I may do is go ahead and do that at some point. Maybe my next video, I'll go through and show you how to sharpen that, get it up and get it going, because it needs it. It's been a while and it is time, but it's amazing. I wish y'all could feel that. So I hadn't gone over it. Just that by itself, just smooth that right down. Yeah. You know how the finish, it'll take a Brillo pad or real fine sandpaper. But you can take it, that right there. Sure makes a difference. And that's all it takes. So you ain't breathing all that sawdust. Yeah. But this is without the hook. The hook would be too much. You'll take all your finish off. So that's what I use a carpet scraper for. Smooths it right down, but I do like to keep one side. You can feel it when it's there. I've got just a little, not enough to do any good. But that will probably be one thing I need to do. What else have I got? My wall back here, I'm looking forward to that. That'll get my stuff right here. I mean, you talking about cutting your time down. Looking and hunting and walking and, whatever you need in your shop, that's what you should do. Because it's your shop, right? It's your shop. It should suit your needs. So I guess, let me go ahead. I'm going to clean up a little bit. Another thing, what I done is got the Dado stack in, and this stuff like it's right here. I fixed this to where it's no problem getting everything squared away. However, the Dado stack, I'll need to pull that out. So it's unplugged or the power's off. Well, this is not a problem. So most table saws come with a little tools. I hope y'all can see. But with a SawStop, you've got to change out brake cartridge. And this one right here is for a 10-inch, my regular blade. Okay. Ain't no problem changing it. It just takes a few minutes. And also with SawStop, it comes a gauge so you can set the proper distance. The deal with the proper distance is it has to be a certain amount. It's just figured for a certain amount of distance. I think 70 thousandths of an inch. The blade has got to be, and that's what that is right there. If that fits between it, you're good to go. And also, the bolt doesn't need to be that tight, because every time you start it, it tightens it up just ever so slightly. So what we want to try to do is set this gauge. We got to see it's got a place where you check it right there. Still got to go. You adjust it to where It's like a feeler gauge. You just touch it. Stick it a little bit. Whoop. Yep, but need to back it up just a little bit. There it is. I can just feel it with no play. So we got a riving knife. I wish you looked at. You see what I did? I put the blade on backwards. Hot dog. Got the blade on backwards. Well, I ain't gonna cut much like that, is it? Well, if I can keep dropping it in there. What I should have caught, the writing, always go to the left. You know, this part, the nut gets, unless you're on a dado stack, the first blade, writing can go that way. And the last blade, writing go the opposite way. So, at least I caught it before I tried to cut a piece of wood. What we'll do, we'll double check that thing, make sure. Yeah, we're good. All right. All right. So this little fella right here, it is equipped with magnets. And I'll just put it right there on the side. So my table saw is backed, ready to cut. Well, I got everything back to default. We're ready for the next project. And I still haven't decided the next project. If y'all know of a project, put it in the description. You know, I got my air compressor out there. I got my bookends and book rack. But I got a battery right here. I brought it in here and charged it. It shows to be a little weak, but I put a load test on it. Seems to be fine. If not, I guess I'll buy batteries from a little Cub Cadet. Got a tire to fix. It's always something to do. I like being out in spring and the fall. Spring especially. Still cool enough to where, you know, you work not get so hot. Don't have to worry about dehydration and stuff like that. But what I like to do is get out and take care of the stuff outdoors. And, you know, I still ain't got my fence row cleaned out. I got about half of it. Need to get my Cub Cadet going, get my tire fixed and all that. So, always something to do. Or if you run out of something to do, look around a minute, yeah, it's always something to do. So, that's going to do me on this video. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you hanging in there with me. And y'all be safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.